Then you actually win.
Sleeping. Fostering is temporary care for children in need with the goal of reunification with their natural families.
No, it's not. Fostering is temporary, but adoption is permanent. I would say fostering, probably a lot of people assume that it's a full-time job, that one of the couple must be permanently at home to take care of the child.
You exceeded 10 seconds. Sleeping.
Sorry.
What's our favorite family activity? Swimming.
You make this feel like you make it feel like with you by my side is where you make this feel like home.
Hello, my name is Chan Sing,
And I'm Isabel.
and we are the foster parents of two boys. I first heard about fostering when we attended a movie session. Yeah, there was a booth outside that talks about caring for those children who in the fostering system. So I got interested from there, and subsequently we found out that there's also various avenues to learn more about fostering. They call it the fostering tea sessions. And we actually signed up and went for a few fostering tea sessions to find out more about this.
So during the fostering tea sessions, we were able to hear more about what fostering is all about. We heard from a particular pastor who mentioned that there are about 600 children at that point in time who were living in children's homes in Singapore, and that was a shock for us because we thought that Singapore, being a developed nation, do not have children in homes. Yeah, so that was when we realized that if there are just 600 families who open up our homes to children, to care for children in need, then there would be no more children left in the children's home, which is a great place for everyone.
Yes, that's right. Oh, yes, definitely we did. I think for us, our fostering journey started even way before we considered having natural children. I think it was during our dating phase even. We talk about such ideas about what if we couldn't have children and what are the possible choices we could make. We talk about adoption, we talk about fostering. For our fostering journey, I mean, even if we do not have children, we will still carry on this process. And even if we do have children in the future, I think we will still continue to do this as well.
Yeah, I think for us, it has been a blessing to be able to have foster children in our household even before we have our own children. Actually, whether they are your own or not, they are children who need love, who need family. You need to care for them, to support them through different things. So for us, that the order of whether we have our own children first or not does not really matter so much.
One of my main concerns was about whether we need to provide 24/7 care and whether one parent needs to be stay-home mom or stay-home dad. Because I think for both of us, our professions are quite demanding. And I'm not sure whether I could really one of us could quit our job to support this foster care. So this was one of my main concerns. But actually most of them are actually full-time employees or working full-time, and they still could foster. And one of the reasons is because the foster child, even after school, they can actually be sent to a student care. And then after student care, that's when they can be sent back home. Then we will take care during the night time. So that sort of reassured my concerns about fostering.
I think we were also concerned whether or not we could care for children on top of caring for ourselves, because our days start quite early, and if we have children in our homes, then our days will have to start even earlier to get the children ready before ourselves. So that was something that we had to work on prior to applying and becoming foster parents.
I still remember our first meeting with them before they came to our place. We set up a Zoom call just to introduce ourselves. And first thing we asked was, what's their favorite food, what's their favorite animal, and all that, and got them to open up. And actually, one of them shared, they like a favorite cat. Their favorite animal is a cat, and one is a turtle. So we could use this as a starting point to set up their rooms with bed sheets, with turtle bed sheets, and with a cat soft toy for them. And I think when they came, it was quite a smooth transition, I would say, for us. I think we also learned more about each other regarding our we discovered similarities in our way of we discipline the children, and also some differences as well. I think through this fostering journey has enabled us to I would say really grow closer as a couple, to understand each other deeper, and how we actually manage the children. And it has been a good blessing for both of us to learn to grow together as a couple. Not just as a foster parent.
I think fostering provided us like a common goal, a common project that we are working on together. And I think that's important as a couple. I'll share.
Yeah, she has a lot of experience.
Okay, so as a young foster mother, I often get like
Stares.
judgy looks from people when we go out with the children, because I think people instinctively, even ourselves, right? Instinctively, when you walk on the streets, you see a young looking person whom the children call mama, and you'll be like, do the math backwards and try to figure out at what age this is.
18 or 12?
So I think that is the one of the biggest perceptions, negative perceptions that we've had to deal with, especially me. And this is also because our foster children are primary school going.
Yes.
So then I will be a really young mom in that respect. So if our foster kids have been younger, I think it wouldn't have raised so many more.
If it's an infant, or it could be better. Also, we have to make sure they have their meals. So last time as adults, when we're working, we don't really have breakfast, or we don't, sometimes she will skip lunch, then we just have dinner together. But with foster child in our midst, we really have to make sure all their meals are taken care of, they are healthy, their well-being, it's all taken care of. And also now, also have to make sure they are able to sleep. So I think this was an initial struggle when they first came because of the new environment. So and now we have to stay with them in a room and make sure they are stable enough, emotionally stable to sleep, because they get scared. And we have to reassure them constantly. We have to manage their emotions.
Depending on foster children's needs, depending on the foster child, there may be health appointments, doctor appointments to take them to. So that's definitely something that we would not have experienced if we were just on our own as well. There's so many.
So many. One thing about our two foster children, they are very curious and they like to learn. And we have been exposing them to many different experiences teaching them to learn how to scooter, taking them to swim, even recently rock climbing and all that. So these are really fun experience. These are the things that we used to do, we like to do, and I thought, with children coming in, we might not be able to do it as regularly. But now that the kids follow us and we can do it with them, and they actually enjoy it, and it's really a very good experience, fun experience for us. And we also took them to like the zoo and all these places.
It is nice to be able to share even the ordinary moments with the foster children. It is a beautiful thing to be able to share our lives with them, to share the common space, and just to be able to recount the day, laugh about funny things, cry about sad moments together, be angry about certain things together, and it's all those little things that that add up.
Yeah.
So I think last year was my favorite year, because even though it had like so many ups and downs, it was the first year we went into fostering, and I think looking back, we really have no regrets.
I think the most precious moment for me and most memorable moment is when we see our kids grow and thrive, and we can see the change in their personality, like from when they first came, and now they are thriving and laughing and so free. A feeling of like freedom from all the fears and all that, and really have that capacity to be curious, to learn about new things. I think that was one of our most memorable moments, even now.
I mean, it was hard in July last year, like when the home leave became more regular. Like it became like every weekend they were away, and I think back then it made us realize how precious weekends were. So I think when July last year came, we were suddenly hit with like we became empty nesters for the weekends. Very quickly, and I think that was hard. I think slowly along the way, these little things also help us to be confronted again with the fact that they are not here forever. That eventually they will return to their own family, and it ought to. It ought to be celebrated, and with that bigger goal in mind, then I think that helps us to manage whatever comes lah. Like after a while, the children also started asking us like, what will happen to you when you leave and stuff like that. Then I mean, we are very honest with them also. Like there's nothing to hide. We tell them we'll probably cry for a while.
We'll miss you a lot.
We'll miss you a lot. But we always circle back to like, but it's a very happy thing for you to return to your families.
Yes.
And that's what we are here for lah. Like we are here not to replace your own their natural parents, but we are here to provide them with that temporary care and refuge for as long as they need, until
they're ready to go back.
They are ready to go back. So I think no matter what, we'll be okay.
Yeah,
we will cope no matter what.
Yes, we will.
For me, I think in the grand scheme of things, it is quite surreal and unbelievable that a simple and small act like opening our homes can make such a big difference for these children. And I think that in itself is a great reward for me to know that even though it may pose a little inconveniences on us and on our daily lives here and there, but ultimately it makes such a huge difference to the boys. And I think there's nothing more that we could ask for. Like so we sometimes talk about it. We try to get the children to think where they would be if a foster family had not opened their doors to them. They are turning into different and better people because a pair of foster parents have opened their doors to them. So I think for us, that would be what keeps us going, I think. Oh my gosh, I don't understand it.
Do you like stuff?
Means what?
Getting to know a child new base. Do you like stuff? That means like we're asking them like, what would you like?
Oh, yeah, it's very true lah. Like when they
asking
first
them,
come, then we'll.
what's your favorite animal?
Do you like to eat roti prata?
What's your favorite food?
Yeah, a lot of our conversations were like that at the beginning.
In the beginning,
Yeah.
really like finding out what they like, what's their dislikes. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, okay. It's true.
True?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's true, but if we had listened to our brain, we would not be doing what we are doing.
Yep.
Like, I think I was just reflecting that, yeah, if you make time for what is important to you and what you really want to invest your time, talent, and treasure in, then you will always have time lah.
Can.
Right, you have anything to add to that?
No, this is great.
Hi. Yeah. That I assume that's them giving each other air fives. Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it is true. Like, I think we often give ourselves a pat on the back when we
Managed to come,
manage to manage ourselves. Also to recognize that when they have a meltdown or when they have a difficult time, they are not being difficult, but they are really having a tough time, or they are recalling certain things that impacted them in a negative way previously. So yeah, often at the end of the day when we retire for the night, we are
really
like,
give ourselves a
yeah, good job. Yeah.